What up, it's Shankster94 and welcome to my 6th permanent subscriber notice. So if you haven't gathered from the obvious title, what this one's gonna feature is some new equipment that I have received that will hopefully boost my content creating. So what I plan on doing is to do some sort of unboxing video from all the stuff that I received, as well as compare it to the old equipment that I've been using for a while and see just how much better it's going to be. I'm hoping it's going to be better at better. So to start off, let me show you guys exactly what I got. I'm going to start with the best piece, I think, a Yeti microphone. So this beast is going to hopefully significantly improve the quality of my voice in all of my videos. My voiceovers, basically. My commentary method. And along with it, which will probably help a lot, is I got a pop filter. So, probably going to start looking a little more professional, especially with my live streams and my Q&As, because I plan on using that microphone for that as well. And then I got like a new headset as well. Now this is probably the most pointless piece of equipment that I got, because, I mean, the headset doesn't really attribute to what you guys are seeing and hearing when it comes to my videos. This is really just for me personally. It'll probably allow me to hear very clearly my recordings and whatnot. And then finally, I got a brand new webcam. So this will be good for my live streams and my Q&As specifically, because those are the only times I really get on camera live. So yep, those are the 4 pieces of equipment that I intend to show off. We're going to unbox everything, and after that, I will actually use some of the stuff and do a comparison. So enjoy. Alright, so the first piece of equipment I want to unbox is this. It is the C922X ProStream webcam from Logitech. Now let's read the back here. So full HD, 1080p at 30 frames, 720p at 60 frames, hyperfast frame rate in HD, and automatic low light correction. So what this is going to do over my current webcam is this will give me the ability to do 60 frames per second at 720p. Now right now, I don't really have the capability to stream in 60 frames per second, because the last time I tried to do that, my processor like struggled or my internet couldn't keep up, and the gameplay was like extremely laggy. It was like 1 frame per 10 seconds. It was horrible. So this probably won't do a lot better for me, but it's still an improvement over the old piece of equipment. Let me show you that real quick. So this was my current webcam, also from Logitech. I don't have the box it came in, but this was more of a mid-class model of the Logitech webcams. Anyway, what this gave me is what you guys currently see on the Q&As and the couple of live streams of gameplay that I did. That's the quality that this delivers. Okay, 720p at 30 frames, not too bad, but this should ultimately prove to be a little better. So let's go ahead and open it up. Now I've never done an unboxing video before, so I'm probably doing it very weird compared to more professional unboxers, but give me a break, this is the very first time I'm doing it. And I'm not really going for like professionalism here. This video, by the way, is more for you dedicated subscribers. And if anyone who doesn't watch my channel is coming across this video, I'm here to let you know now that I'm not a professional, so don't treat me as if I'm supposed to be one and criticize me. That's not what this is about. This is a permanent subscriber notice, not an unboxing video, specifically. So yeah, so I'm probably gonna butcher the shit out of this box. I should have actually got some tools, so I'm gonna be right back. Alright, as you can see, I actually have a box cutter now, so this will come in handy. Everything come out at once. I know, no one wants to see my torso while I'm doing all the work over here, so. Alright, let's take a look at this beast. And you guys can see yourself right there. So yep, compared, so here they are side by side. So old, new. So yeah, they look very similar, except this thing has like speakers on both ends. So I think that's part of what makes this a little more advanced. Yep, and it's also a USB connection, just like its predecessor. So yeah, I'm excited to start using this. Yeah, it's looking really neat. It even comes with the whole tripod connector thing, whatever that's called. Yeah, and overall this is looking beastly. Yep, it folds open like this, so I can attach it to my laptop just like I do with the old one. Oh, there's an extra piece right there. That's where it comes off. Alright. This thing is just waiting for fingerprints to get all over it. Alright, awesomeness. So that is the Logitech C922X ProStream webcam. Alright, moving on. Probably the most useless piece of hardware that I got. It's not useless, but like the most irrelevant to my channel making. So let's get this headset open up. Okay, well this is already looking a lot more professional than the current headset I was using, because the connector is like the full inch. It's huge, and that's not gonna go in my computer or anything. So I need some sort of adapter if I want to use it on my computer. Wait a minute. Ah, I see what's going on here. This is actually the connector. This comes off, and there you go. That's the 3.5 millimeter that I need for the computer. So it comes with a adapter to make it into like the full inch, I guess. Don't know what I would need that for exactly. I don't have any devices that uses a full inch input. I guess that's larger, more professional devices or something. So this piece is just extra. I might put it on the side somewhere. Anyway, now for the headset. Let me get the plastic off of it. Alright, so Tascam is the company that makes this headset. So if I actually go up a little bit. Alright, I can't see. There we go. Alright, nice and snug. They are noise canceling a little bit, and I'm pretty sure it would sound great. That's all I really have to say about it. But yeah, nice and durable, stretchy. Yep, good quality headset. So all it's good for though is listening. Can't use it as a microphone. So just to compare real quick, the headset I was using, which was also my microphone, the Turtle Beach Air Force X12s is what I was using. And it comes with its own microphone. So basically, 3 of the 4 things that I have here are basically a replacement for this one device. So here's the headset, here's the microphone, and then this piece you could say was the pop filter. Not much of one though. So yeah, I'm replacing this with the pop filter, the headset, and the microphone that I got. Alright, so now if we go back down into like this position, I'm gonna start unboxing the next thing, which is actually the pop filter for that device. So I didn't go over the specs of the headset because that's what I was least interested in really. But the pop filter I'll look at with you guys. So it is specifically for the Blue Microphone Yeti, which I have over here. So that's why it probably came with it. Alright, so pop filter for Blue Microphone Yeti. The Knox pop filter reduces popping noises caused by air hitting the microphone at high speeds. By reducing the impact, you will get clean, professional sounding audio. The filter also prevents saliva from hitting the microphone and causing corrosion. The Knox pop filter easily clamps to the Blue Microphone Yeti, as well as any other flat surface to use with all microphones. So there you go, guys. So that's basically all the pieces in one with this representation right here. You got the pop filter, you got the microphone, and you got the headset. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna start looking like in these Q&As and live streams once I get done with all this unboxing. Alright, so this is the kind of thing I hate. It's like, whatever it's called. Actually, it looks like it's gonna open pretty easily here. So here's the pop filter. Alright, move this little piece. See, I don't have much experience with this type of equipment, so it actually might take me a little while to set it all up. I'm a total amateur, I admit that, with no shame. Alright, so yeah, this is going to be awesome in terms of the microphone. Now, let's go ahead and unbox that. The final piece, the thing I'm most excited about. Yeah, this beast, the Yeti, the blue. Blue is actually the company, just so you guys know. It's not actually blue colored, I think it's red colored, which is like my favorite color. So, yep, blue company Yeti model. The ultimate USB microphone for professional recording. So yeah, this is some badassery right here. This is a very common microphone, I believe, in the world of gaming and streaming and whatnot. So, right up my alley. So yeah, here we go. Let's read the stuff. 4 settings, infinite possibilities. The Yeti is one of the most advanced and versatile multi-pattern USB microphones available anywhere. Combining 3 capsules and 4 different pattern settings, the Yeti is the ultimate tool for creating amazing recordings directly to your computer. Delivering exceptional sound and performance, the Yeti can capture anything with a clarity and ease unheard of in a USB microphone. So yeah, some really slick stuff here. There that is. And then here's what I'm most excited about. The fact that it has 4 different patterns I could choose from. So to start with, you got stereo, and there's the kind of pattern. So it's good for vocals, ensemble choir, and instruments. And then you got cardioid, which is most likely what I'm going to be using the majority of the time. It's unidirectional, so it only goes one way. It's perfect for podcasts, voiceovers, that's the key word right there, voiceovers. That's what I do all the time. Vocals and instruments. And then the other 2 patterns, which I probably won't use at all. You got omnidirectional, which is all directions equal frequency. And this is good for conferences. This is good for conference calls, field recordings, and events/orchestras. And finally, you got bidirectional, which is kind of how it sounds. It's 2-directional, only goes one direction and the exact opposite. And that one's good for interviews, instruments, and vocal duets. So the only 2 patterns that are good for me are cardioid and maybe stereo. Although I don't know why I would need that. So cardioid is what I'm going to use most of all, for sure. For the voiceovers and the live streams. Alright. And then this is just describing like all the various pieces and what they do. Not going to go into detail about that. And then finally on the back, it's funny. So Yeti is either a legendary ape-like creature who roams the Himalayas, or it is an incredibly versatile USB microphone found worldwide. So yeah. Alrighty people, so let's unbox this beast. I'm really excited for this. Oh yeah. Alright, so looks like here's the USB cord for it. Yep, it goes USB to micro USB or Thunderbolt, whatever that is. Obviously, this is just giving me more like specifics. It's a little booklet, has all the pattern designs and whatnot. So yeah, I don't know if I'll test out all the modes when I actually test this equipment out, because that's the other half of this permanent subscriber notice, is after the unboxing I plan to actually test the equipment out and do some comparisons. So yeah, this is going to be a long video, people. This isn't a typical subscriber notice. Alright, so I hope you're in it for the long run. Alright, let's keep going in this box. Yeah, I'm taking time out of my day off to do this for you guys. Oh man, that is looking awesome. Yep, it's red, black, my 2 favorite colors. Alright, so right now it is completely folded down, probably for a good reason. It's the only way it's going to fit in there. There's a little bag full of whatever that packaging stuff is. Alright, so this is it. Goes great with my shirt, actually. Alright, so if I fold this up, there we go. So what up, it's Shankster94. Yeah, I'm really excited to use this thing, man. So, in the front here, this is volume control right here, and this is the mute button. And then on the back, looks like we got, oh, so this adjusts the gain, which is interesting. If I'm coming off too strong maybe, then I could decrease this. And then finally, this is the pattern selection. So right now it is actually set to stereo. I'm gonna go ahead and I just changed it to cardioid, as you can see, if it focuses. There you go. So that's the cardioid pattern. So yeah, this thing is a beast, man. So, do I speak into it like this or like this? I'm pretty sure it's like this, especially considering the pop filter is gonna be like, so this is what it will look like professionally. Yeah, I don't know why I'm doing that. Anyway, so on the bottom of it, that's where the USB connection is, and this is where you can connect headphones, I guess, to listen to yourself in a way. So that's probably where it'll connect with the headset that I got. Alright, so I am very excited to use all of this equipment. I have unboxed it all. So what we're gonna do now, basically I'm gonna do like a really quick shot of all 4 pieces of equipment compared to the 2 pieces of old equipment that I have. Alright, so here's just a look at everything that I have here. So there's the microphone, headset, pop filter, and the webcam. And behind them is my old equipment. So that was the old webcam, and that was the old headset, as well as old microphone. So yep, these 4 things are replacing those 2 things. So can't wait to dive in and see the results of what I got here. So now we're gonna switch it over. The first thing I think I want to show off is, let's compare the 2 webcams. Alright, so here is me using my current webcam, which is the Logitech C525. So I have it at its highest resolution, which is 1280 by 720p, and I believe it's only at 30 frames per second, obviously. Even this, I don't know if you can consider 30 frames. This is more like 20, 25 or something. It's because of the lighting, and it's just the way webcams work, I think. I'm honestly not too sure if I'm going to get a better result with the other webcam. If I do turn it to a bright light, it does become a little more smoother. As you can see there, that's probably closer to 30 frames. So this is my webcam at its best resolution, and I'm using my encoder to record this video, so it's probably not the best program to use to really test the quality of this recording. I don't know though. But anyway, now I'm going to switch over to the new webcam and see if it's any better. Alright, so here's me using the brand new Logitech 922X webcam. One difference immediately is the last webcam was 720p, I have this one at 1080p. The frame rate looks exactly the same. It's a little skippy, probably because of the lighting and whatnot. But overall, I mean, the lighting, it looks a little different. I actually have both webcams set up, so if I were to switch to the other one, what would it look like? So here's the other one, the C525. It's like, there. I can just keep switching between the 2. So this is 720p, and this is 1080p. The lighting is not much different. I don't know if it's better or worse in your guys' opinion. Yep. Now it did say that if you go to 720, it can do 60 frames per second, so I'm going to show off that real quick. Alright, I lowered the resolution to 720p. Now the motion on my end doesn't seem any different, so that's what I'm saying. The lighting is heavily affecting the frame rate, and I can't get 60 frames in this lighting. However, if I increase my little light here where I become way brighter, this is blinding for me. Now I'm moving a little smoother, and I think this is closer to actually 60 frames, or maybe it's still only 30, but anyway, there's a sample of the possibly 60 frames per second for you guys. Alright, so here's one final comparison I'm in more natural light. I turned off my room light and I opened my blinds. Doesn't really change the frame rate on my end, or your end for that matter. What I did end up doing is, so I went back up to 1080p, since obviously the lighting conditions won't allow me to use 60 frames per second with this webcam. It's not a huge deal. With what I do on YouTube, I don't need 60 frames per second right here. It's my game that could do 60 frames per second, which would be nice. But anyway, so what I did was I went back to 1080p, so I'm getting standard 30 frames, and now I'm showing the comparison with natural light. So, and what I also did was I increased just a little bit, I increased the sharpness of this webcam. So I'm probably coming up super clear now, maybe a little too detailed since I increased the sharpness. I wonder if I can tweak the settings while I'm recording. I might be able to. Yes. So, right now the sharpness is default is 128. I increased it up to 200. If I go back up to 128, I probably am starting to blur out a little more. So this right here was standard. So this is normal looking. Now if I increase the sharpness again, I'm gonna be a little more defined. So this is where I like to keep it, right here. If I keep going, then here's maximum sharpness. So here, I'm a little too detailed. Maybe like the lines around my face are like extremely thick or something like that. I don't think this picture is necessary, unless you guys have a different opinion. The point of this whole thing is to show you guys like the new equipment, and maybe you guys can put some input. Whatever you do, don't tell me that my old equipment was actually better, because I will not return to the old equipment over this. But you could help me with these little settings. If I put the sharpness all the way down, so this is 0 sharpness. As you can see, I'm kind of blurry, not too blurry, but kind of blurry, and there's like no detail whatsoever. Go back to the top, too detailed, not detailed enough. So I feel like the sweet spot is like right here. Yes. So this is where I'm going to keep it. Alright, I could tweak with some other settings like brightness, color, and whatnot. So now let me compare with the other webcam real quick. In natural light, this webcam does not do very good, as you can see. It's a little too green shifted, and I'm not like very exposed. This one, I'm more properly exposed, maybe because it's straighter on than this other webcam. But yeah, so this is my new webcam, people, so hope you enjoyed that. Alright, now we're going to do some audio comparison with the microphones that I have. So right now I'm using my established device. I'm using the Turtle Beach Air Force X12 headset as my audio device, using the microphone that's right here. So this is what I've been using for maybe the past 3 years or so. Before that, I was using much lower quality microphones. If any of you have been on my YouTube for a very long time, you will know that I used to have shitty audio quality when it came to my voice and commentary. This right here is, in my opinion, subtle and, like, is alright. It's kind of good in certain situations, but it can be better. I still get people from time to time tell me I need to upgrade my microphone. Really, they're just OCD bastards who can't live with a slightly lesser quality. But anyway, I got a brand new microphone. It was the Yeti that you saw earlier. So, just to test out. Testing, 1, 2. What up at Shankster94? So this is the Turtle Beach microphone. So now, I'm going to go ahead and switch over to the Yeti. It might be like 30 minutes from now before I actually get this test going, because I don't even have it configured yet, or installed, or nothing. So that's going to be a process I'm going to keep off camera. We'll just get to it once I get it all set up. So look forward to hearing the new quality. Alright, so now I'm going to try the Yeti microphone. So this is me speaking into it right now. I have it set to the cardioid setting, so it is unidirectional. If I were to flip it over right now, it probably wouldn't sound as clear. When I play this back, I might be coming in way too loud. I might be coming in way too loud. That's what my indicator is saying. So if I decrease the gain a little bit on my computer's end, Now, this is probably better fit. We're gonna find out. Alright, so clearly with this microphone, I can actually use a more indoor voice. Now, here's the thing. If I'm speaking straight ahead like this, the microphone is slightly off to my side, and you could sort of hear the difference than if I turn my head right at the microphone and I speak directly into it. That is the power of cardioid right there. There is a more directional format called shotgun that is not supported on this microphone, but shotgun is probably the best thing out there when it comes to singular direction or bi-direction. Anyway, point is, it's still a massive upgrade compared to what I used to have with that headset. With this microphone, as I said already, I'm using my indoor voice, so it's major improvement. Now, if I get right up against it like this, so here, let me bring it into the picture a little bit. There we go. Now, I'm speaking directly into it, and this is the kind of microphone where you can perform like ASMR tactics. So watch, like. Okay, I really hope this isn't unattractive for some people. I guarantee it is. If you're not into ASMR, I am warning you right now, things are about to get weird. But I'm going to start smacking my lips right in front of the microphone. Alright, so yeah, that is how powerful this microphone is. Okay, so now let's go to this other example where the pop filter is going to come into play. So if I'm close enough to this thing, my P's and my T's are like distorting the mic a bit. Probably everything is distorted. I really don't need to be this close to it, but so it's that sound that the pop filter is supposed to fix. So I'm going to go ahead and get that hooked up to this thing, and then we're going to compare it to that. Alrighty? Alright, so now we're going to test out the pop filter. So here's the pop filter. I have it connected to this thing. Anyway, so here's without the pop filter. And here's with the pop filter. It's not like beating on the microphone as it was before. Like you hear that little boom at the end of my P. That is prevented when I have this thing over it. Alright, so there you go. So with the pop filter on it, I should sound amazing right now. I would hope I do. If I'm coming across as roomy, it's probably because, I mean, there is some noise like way behind me near my door and whatnot. But yeah, there's the pop filter for you. I'm also going to have to make some adjustments maybe to the gain and whatnot, because I plan on being maybe at least this close to the microphone all the time, and this is my normal speaking voice. So now we're going to adjust the gain a little bit. I actually just decreased it all the way. So right now I might be harder to hear because the gain was significantly turned down. I would have to be like right up against it for you to hear me really good. So this type of gain is probably good if you're really up close and personal with it all the time. And this is actually very inconvenient for me. So for me, I should probably turn it up a bit. So if I go back, so this is where it was, and I think this is pretty good right here. Now I could keep going up with it, so let's maximize it. So I'm gonna get further back, and yeah, this way you can hear me. You can hear almost everything going in that direction, this direction. So like if I hit these, I'm hitting the wall right here, you could hear that. So if you have the gain way too far up like this, I probably sound really, really roomy, and it's not good. So now let's decrease it, because yeah, if I get up close like this, it's probably, ooh, that's probably way too loud for you guys. I'm gonna turn it down. Okay, so this is back to standard right here. I'm gonna have to look at these myself to see what's probably the best, but again, it's about this distance to where, like, if I was doing one of my Q&As or whatnot, that would be how I would want it. Now, because cardioid is unidirectional, I could see a situation where, like in my Q&As, for example, I'm facing straight ahead at my computer or my webcam right there. Like, let me move this, because this is where it would actually, around where it would actually be for a Q&A. Now, the microphone is over here, and I would hate to have to keep turning my head while doing the Q&A like this, and I can't put the microphone in front of me, otherwise it would block the camera. So this is where it might be a good idea to actually switch the mode. So maybe cardioid isn't the best for certain things that I do on my channel. Maybe for Q&As, it's possible that stereo might be a better format. So I'm going to change the pattern right now so as you can see, because I'm speaking behind the microphone, now I sound really roomy, because you guys are catching what's remaining of my voice, not my actual voice. So, what do I need to change this to? Let's try omnidirectional. That's all directions. Okay. Alright, so this is all directions. I can speak any way I want, and it will probably sound basically the same all the way around. Now I'm on the complete opposite side of it, and yep, I'm coming in the same. So here, let's do this. With omnidirectional, let me get the pop filter. With omnidirectional, I'm gonna rotate this thing all the way around, or try to, and as you could hear, it sounds the same no matter what direction I'm in. So that is omnidirectional for you. Now if I switch the pattern again, it's heavy duty. Okay, so right now I just switched back to cardioid. So I'm speaking into the back of the microphone. So yeah, I sound super weird. As I rotate it, I'm gonna come in a lot more clearer now, since it's facing this direction. Okay, so now let's try... Okay, this, I believe, is bidirectional. So I can speak into the rear or the front of the microphone, and it will sound the same. So here's the rear, testing, testing, 1, 2. And here's the front, testing, testing, 1, 2. Same, right? Now if I go to the sides, testing, testing, 1, 2. Testing, 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 1, 2. I sound very roomy. So this one probably would not be good for the Q&As either, unless I had it facing more like this way. If I turn the microphone, that's probably my problem. I just need to turn the microphone towards... The problem is I'm not speaking directly into it. I'm speaking on the side of it, and even if it catches my voice around this area, it's still going to sound very weird compared to if I'm looking right at it. So there may not be a proper way. And finally, the last one, I believe, is stereo. Yeah, stereo. Okay, so this is stereo. Whoa. What happened just there? Okay. Okay. Stereo gives you the illusion, basically, it will start going one-sided if you're not careful. So right now I sound pretty dang decent. I almost sound better than cardioid for some reason. Let me see here. But if I start rotating this, okay, see, now I'm going all the way to the right side. That's what's going on there. That's very trippy. Because, okay, so if you didn't notice, I didn't even mention this. I'm wearing the headset that I also got. And it's connected to the microphone, so I could actually hear myself while I'm doing this. And I could hear all the differences. So that's where the headset does come in handy. So it was a good thing that I got. Now I'm rotating it again. Now I sound more central because I'm facing it directly. Now if I rotate it even more, now I'm completely on the left side. Right? Yep. I'm completely on the left side of the audio spectrum. Now if I go to the rear... okay, so the thing with the rear is I'm stereo again, but I'm also very roomy. So it's more towards the front of the microphone, while stereo is more directed to the front, just like cardioid. Cardioid will still pick up audio in all directions, just at lower frequencies. While I don't know how to explain it. Like, it takes a single direction all time instead of all directions. So, in terms of my Q&A, let's see, if I have it facing me now, but I'm not speaking directly into it necessarily, and honestly, it's still sounding good regardless that I'm not speaking directly into it. Now, if I go back to cardioid, okay, so now I went back to cardioid, and not speaking directly into it, speaking directly into it. I don't know. I actually might need you guys' help to figure out what's best. So right there, I know I will only be using cardioid and stereo. I may never use bidirectional or omnidirectional. I don't really have a good use for that. Anyway, that was an interesting recording. So yeah, get the pop filter back onto it. So yeah, gonna have to make adjustments here and there depending on the situation, but I will always try to test everything out. Well, I've sort of run out of ideas to show, so I just showed you all the patterns and all their differences. I've compared both mics, both webcams, so I think that's gonna end this little thing. That's gonna end this entire permanent subscriber notice. I've tested everything out. So I hope you guys enjoyed. This is Shankster94, aka TheGamerShankster. Rate, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in Q&As, future videos, whatnot. And this subscriber notice will remain on my channel forever. That's what the permanent subscriber notices are for. Basically, when I get equipment upgrades or if something's happening on my channel. So yeah, all right. I will see you guys whenever. Peace out.